right? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I take pleasure in welcoming you here again. And question. This is a United Nations Information Center which is supposed to make information available to the people in this country and Saudi Arabia and North Yemen. In other words, it's not equipped to service or serve this kind of operation, such as the UNIF operation. The center is trying, with its very limited facilities, to do the job until there is an information office attached to the headquarters of UNIF, and perhaps some branch offices on certain points, we don't know. But anyway, the center...
Finish, and also a little about that convoy that many journalists have been talking about the last day. The blue here with a rough sketch is naturally the canal from Port Said and Suez, and I'm sorry, you see our facilities. I think the worst press the first time you have brown paper to see a map for the
patrols.
They are 2 in each jeep with that Motorola that we talked about before. And they started, I think, 5 days ago, and they are still out there, and they have sure problems. This is road to Cairo, desert road to Cairo. The patrols is on both sides, as you see here, coming also from the other side, trying to reach the border between the 2 fighting parties. And they are penetrating, and we have good cooperation with both sides at the moment. And they are penetrating where can we find the line between these parties. And naturally, you understand, on the battlefield you can't draw a straight line and say that's a ceasefire line, that's the day's situation. Anyhow, we have good connections with all these observer patrols. And we have also the 2 contingents, the Swedes and the Finnish, out on work already. And this is the area they are responsible for to find these lines between the parties. And the Swedes are located in Ismailia, and this is the area which is very big for these 170 men we have there. And that should be the Bitter Lake on the northern end. And the Finnish will take contact and have responsibilities south down to the desert road, Suez, Cairo. And as you see here, they are going forwards, and they try to find, and they come also from the other side. And the most problem today is the southern part, and as you know, also on the other side of the canal.
What do you mean, the other side, the east side?
Yeah, that's the east side and south. We have also the question about relief columns or supply convoy coming from Cairo going to the other side of the canal, to the east side of the canal. And so far, many tries have been made to have a lot of supplies taking over, but there have been some difficulties because the party wants have UN drivers on that supply cars going through the lines, and that's its understanding. We have a connection here, just south of the Bitter Lakes. So they have to move through Suez, north and over that way. And so far as we know now, the 10 first trucks are on their way. They started early this morning at 0610 Zulu, and we have no connection where they are at the moment, but they are on the way. And as I said before, the cooperation is very good, so we have we think it's a good chance to take it through.
Actually, no.
This is the canal.
These are the observers.
Observers.
Only.
Yeah.
Observers. Yes.
Captain, can we go through that once more? I'm sorry to bother you, but you are trying to find the line as of today without reference to 22 October or anything else, period.
No, we have used the line today because we have to go through the minefields and find the both parties. And these observers are also connecting with this side and the other side. And they have to meet both sides to know exactly where they are today. That's the main point.
And you will not attempt to find the 22 October line unless you get instructions from New York.
That's right.
Okay.
From New York.
And you don't have these instructions yet?
Don't ask me, don't ask Yes. We have been provided with maps of the area by the Egyptian authorities.
Did you observe any violation of the ceasefire during the last 24 hours?
The only thing we know for sure is that the Egyptians are in Suez, that there is some kind of Israeli checkpoints along the roads approaching Suez from the west. I haven't heard about any Israeli forces inside Suez.
You can't say that definitely that they are not there.
No, I can't.
Colonel, are we to assume that the UN has already sent Swedes and Finns out from Ismailia and Suez into this uncharted area west of the canal to try and determine where the actual ceasefire line is?
That is true. The Swedish and the Finnish contingents have already started their work in cooperation with the observers out in the field to get some knowledge about where the front lines are just now.
Have you had any reports from them that they have been successful or not?
Not so far.
Is there any open road into the city of Suez?
I don't know.
Are you in
I have no information about that. I'm sorry.
Are you in contact with the Egyptian Third Army? And where is it?
We are not.
I noticed that you call these people observers even though they have come from the UN emergency force. Are they being used as observers instead of as a force right now? Is that correct?
No.
Well, can you clarify the distinction?
They are not used as observers.
What are the,
That's the question. I don't know if we have tried or whatsoever, because we have to try to establish where the lines are on this side for the time being, and we have not the resources
Sir,
to.
what's the relationship between the Soviet observers and United Nations troops?
Have they been deployed already? These Russian observers?
I haven't heard about any Russian observers.
Have you had any interference from either side in trying to do your work on the West Bank today?
No.
Very good
They
cooperation.
are cooperating very good.
Except for the
Those-
driver. Except for the driver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is